Natalie Lee is no stranger to the Love is Blind experience, and with her expertise and the help of her sources, she's making a major claim about Micah and Paul's relationship. Natalie is no longer with Shane Jansen, but her experience makes her an expert when it comes to analyzing the show. Cue the Out of the Pods podcast, a recap series that she co-hosts with fellow Love is Blind Season 2 favorite Deepti Vimpati. With the new season just starting, there is still more to learn about Micah and Paul, but right now, the consensus is that Micah has claimed villain status and Paul is peculiar. In an episode of Out of the Pods, Natalie revealed her thoughts on Micah and Paul's intentions. Love is Blind's Natalie Lee told listeners that her prediction about the couple is based on what production sources have allegedly told her. Her theory is that in the upcoming batch of Love is Blind Season 4 episodes, Micah and Paul are going to attempt to present a more solid relationship. But what she really thinks, and kind of what she was told, she claimed, is that they have a mutual agreement to stay in a friendship for screen time. Natalie made it a point to add that this was her personal assumption. Love is Blind's Micah Paul may not be a good match. Micah's first and fiery connection was with Kwame Appiah, which seemed genuine from both sides. Shortly after she and Kwame's mutual interest became apparent, Paul Peden swooped in. Micah's final decision to go with Paul over Kwame was shocking, to say the least, as Kwame at one point wanted to propose before the last day in the pods. Kwame was openly distraught after Micah ended things, but the latter was beaming and confident in her choice. That was, until Love is Blind's challenge came into play, of course, when the cast got to see what the others looked like. Upon first meeting, Kwame and Micah's emotional connection clearly translated physically. Micah presented himself as being mildly disingenuous, at the very least, from the beginning of Love is Blind Season 4, but she took viewers by surprise when she proved she was establishing real connections. It's too early to predict whether she and Paul's love is true, but one thing that isn't up for debate is that Kwame and Micah certainly still have an interest in each other. Natalie's assessment of the couple isn't far off for that reason. When couples face this type of situation on Love is Blind, that's when the show's test truly comes into play. Sight unseen, Micah was dead set on Paul. Natalie may just be the perfect former Love is Blind star to take on the role of recapping episodes. Her prediction about Micah and Paul shows that not only does her previous experience on Love is Blind make her a reliable host, but also that she understands people in general. She exhibited those traits during her time on the show as well. As Natalie herself stated, what she thinks of the couple's intentions is just a theory, but there's value in her analysis. As for the real fate of Micah and Paul, only time can tell. But if Natalie is right, then she's certainly suitable for the job. Love is Blind Season 4 streams Fridays on Netflix. Sources: Out of the Pods, Apple Podcast, at Love is Blind Netflix, Instagram.